everyone, welcome back to another episode of 3D Reviews. Today we are going to be diverging off of the initial path that I was going down and taking a look at a movie called Day of the Dead 3D. Now, when I picked this movie up at the secondhand movie store, I thought that this was going to be a movie from like the 50s and it was going to be like filmed in 3D because I was trying to get some older films as well as the newer ones. And it turns out that this is a movie from 2006. I did like no research on it. I was like, oh, it's cheap. It's Day of the Dead. That's like, that's an older franchise, right? And I brought it home and I started watching. And the 3D wasn't very good. This movie was post-converted. And on the back of the box, this is the only time I've ever seen this. It says, this movie was originally filmed in 2D and has been converted to 3D. So yes, they actually put on the box that it was converted into 3D, which is, I've never seen that before. And I don't even know if I can get it, the lighting and everything right for that, but as you can see, it's pretty wild. From what I remember, the 3D, like I said, wasn't very good. It almost seemed like they took the flat video and just pushed it back into the frame. But we're going to take a look at it. Hopefully this is a good one. I have no idea what to expect. That's why I wanted to do this one today. I was going to do like How to Train Your Dragon or Hugo, but I was like, hey, you know what, let's do one that I haven't actually sat through and watched the whole thing of. I haven't actually watched all of House of Wax either. Anyway, let's get this party started. Now, usually the opening logos have pretty good 3D, but like this is in 2D. This Millennium Entertainment. I'm not sure when the Blu-ray itself was released. All I know is that I have it now. Alright, here we got some depth here with this logo. It's like pushed way back into the screen. It's a lot of ghosting. There we go. See, there's no volume. Well, these are kind of just like flat picture logos anyway. Yeah, that's really, they pushed that way back there. I wonder if they meant to like do it the other way, have it coming way out of the screen. Could like turn my glasses around like this. Okay, that's not working. What if I did this? Yeah, there you go. If I wear the glasses upside down, it's like what I think they meant for it to do, because all the text is like coming way out of the screen. That would be a shame if the whole movie had like reversed. Alright, well, we'll talk about this text here with my glasses upside down. There's a lot of nice negative parallax, if that is indeed what they intended. Okay, we're gonna put my glasses right. So, there's a lot of blurring here. Yeah, could just be the way that they filmed it. They wanted that blurring effect. But this entire sequence just looks like a 2D movie just pushed way back into the window. It's not really any volume or depth there. 3D is really good for horror films. It just works very well. This is kind of difficult to look at, dudes. They just like, everything looks so large, but there's no volume to any of it. Like, look at, you can't even tell how far back that dude is. Is this supposed to be any volume in these shots? I'm gonna give this movie the benefit of the doubt and say that they're gonna hold off like the big 3D volume moments for like specific moments of the film. And the reason they have everything pushed back is to like prepare the audience's eyes for that sort of thing. But this like here is very clearly just a flat image. I take my glasses off. You can see there's like a ton of separation in the image, but it seems to be like one uniform bit of separation. Yeah, they really, it's kind of tough to watch. And if I'm saying a movie of the 3D is tough to watch, if I'm saying that, you know it's a problem. So I can, the stuff that I've made has been really tough to look at, but like this is just, because our eyes are looking for like volume and separation, but it's just not there. The video quality itself Like the 2D video quality is pretty good. That dude looks like a freaking early 2000s punk rock band singer. I feel so immersed.
It's just a cold. I took some vitamins. I'm taking you to the hospital. Okay, let's get you dressed.
This movie is very topical.
I can't wait. Wait, half the town's sick. We're overwhelmed and understaffed. Just write your name down on the list.
This movie is uncomfortably topical.
They're a bit overwhelmed.
They couldn't re-render the CG stuff in 3D. I guess it would have taken a long time, but I just want to point out that there has been absolutely no volume of anything in this movie. Everything's just been like flat. Look at him go! Look at him run! Oh! Oh! Was that actual depth and volume? We're gonna have to roll that back. I wasn't even expecting that to happen. Holy crap, dude! I maybe have judged this too harshly. Here it is. Ah! Okay, here it is. The one bit, it's like a blood splurt right here. The one bit of actual volume and depth in this entire movie. And it's that blood splurt. Was that like their, it's in 3D moment? There it goes. That stuff looked like it was added in after, like when they decided they wanted to do a 3D version of the movie. So let's talk about that one bit of 3D as the movie continues. So obviously it's kind of a jump at the audience. You know, at this point in the movie, people aren't expecting any sort of, you know, negative parallax excitement. But here you go, just like randomly throw some blood in your face. Maybe we'll see some more stuff later on that, you know, basically justifies the 3D version of this movie. These are like smart zombies. They're like coming up with all these plans on how to jump people. It seems like this movie's idea of 3D, how they justified doing a 3D version of it, is that they wanted to just throw blood spurts at the audience every so often. But there's gonna be like no volume or anything anywhere else. Just occasional blood spurts. And I just can't imagine why they would do something like that. That's such a disingenuous thing to do. I mean, it fooled me. If I took like 2 seconds to do the research, I wouldn't have fallen for it. Imagine this is like your first exposure to 3D. You're like, yeah, man, I got this Day of the Dead movie. It's got zombies in it, man. It's so cool. And then you put it in, and then this is what you get. And you're like, man, 3D ain't shit. You know, I can see why audiences got turned off by it, because you get a whole bunch of movies like this that kind of... I just can't be scared by these zombies, dude. They move way too wacky. Like the way they hobble around and they speed up the footage. Look at them go. It looks like a freaking YouTube comedy video. I think the reason it's so funny to me is because there's this game called Night Trap. I believe it was Night Trap. And the bad guys in that game move around exactly how these zombies are moving around. They have like that weird hobbledy walk. I've literally got like nothing to say about this movie. It's just... Oh, what is he doing? Oh, what was that? He ate his own eyeball. What? Look at him go. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this movie outside of how wacky the zombie movement is. 3D is just not there. I don't want to like keep repeating myself. I want to save a lot of these comments for the end. I just can't believe they did this. Like, they printed it on a 3D Blu-ray and everything. Oh, there's some more 3D there. The glass shards. Yay! I almost forgot this is supposed to be a 3D film. Oh, yay, more 3D. I feel so happy that I got to see that bit of blood and the glass. It's the same glass effect they used the last time. Oh, there was a different kind of blood effect on that one. Aw, man. He was my favorite character, too. That's a shame. Wow, they put the glass breaking effect they used before on the thing. Another bit of negative parallax with the blood. They just went to town on that stuff. Like, not really went to town because it costs a lot of money to add that stuff in, I'm sure, but that's just like the default thing. What the hell? He just freaking yoinked that dude like Spider-Man. Lots of fun 3D there, right? Oh wow, they got a bunch of little bits of ash floating around. That actually looked pretty good. Well, I'm gonna put the glasses upside down so we get some negative parallax there. Wow, that was something. Ving Rhames was barely in this movie. So, Day of the Dead 3D. Well, I mean, it's a pretty standard, low-budget zombie horror flick. Nothing too extraordinary, kind of by the numbers sort of deal. But I am just blown away by the fact that they decided to give this a 3D release. I'm going to turn this volume off here. I don't know at what point they were like, yeah, totally, dude. We can do a 3D post conversion. I mean, at the beginning, I was like, you know what? Maybe they're saving all that cool volumetric stuff. Maybe they're holding off on it. They're gonna wait and get there. But no, the 3D in this movie basically just boils down to a few added in special effects later of blood splurts and glass breaking. It's actually a bit scummy to tout this as a 3D movie because it essentially is not. They just took a 2D film and added some extra effects over the top of it, and that is no good. I mean, I don't know when this 3D Blu-ray came out. I just can't believe that they thought that was an acceptable thing to do. But this is an example of a not good 3D movie, and I think that it is just as important to see the not good 3D films, the bad 3D films, as it is to see the good ones as well. And I do have a few on my shelf over there that the 3D is kind of, on. Like I've mentioned before, Gulliver's Travels was kind of a toss-up. I mean, it's leagues better than this. Like, they actually tried with Gulliver's Travels. This was a absolute garbage cash grab 3D attempt. I mean, it was big. They were like, oh, we could just take the movie you already have and put some BS 3D effects on it and call it a day. Just absolutely ridiculous that they did that. And sometimes you can use 3D or 2D and a 3D film like together, like how Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension does it, where parts of it are in 2D and parts of it are in 3D as part of the storytelling of the film. But this is a very clear case of they just wanted to make that extra cash money. I mean, you look, they have the big 3D on the box, and I wasn't even kidding when I said the best 3D in this film is the Blu-ray menu screen. That is the best 3D in this entire movie. So if you just want to sit down and watch that for an hour and a half, there you go. You got yourself a nice 3D movie. This is just ridiculous. Anyway, next week we're going to be going back to the good 3D stuff, and there's a lot to choose from. I will probably... It's kind of a toss-up between, like I said, How to Train Your Dragon or Hugo. Thank you guys for checking this out. I don't think I gotta say it, but avoid this movie at all costs. If you just like really dumb, cheesy, bad zombie flicks, maybe you could get some enjoyment out of this movie. There are a few plot threads that they don't really bring up again. The plot thread about why there's so much tension between the army chick and her brother. Why the army chick never has her gun loaded. I'm not sure why. They just drop these plots, and I don't know. Making movies is hard, and I barely can get myself up to do these regular videos, so I can't even imagine, you know, anything like this. With that being said, once again, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day. Peace out.